the fourth Monuments Men video where we're building the Seven Wonders of the World in chronological order. So far,
Wait,
we've
wait, wait,
only
wait.
built.
Mina says invite, as in it says 20 minutes left.
Of his siege?
Yeah. Nah, we'll leave it for now.
Tell him we're building his country, man.
Yeah, we're building your country. Jesus Christ, get off my back.
We still live?
Yeah, we're still up.
Okay. Yeah, we're building the pyramids. Right now, we're building Billy Pyramid, but next we're gonna build Bobby Pyramid. Right? Cool.
This is
Yeah,
this is Mommy Pyramid, and we're building Daddy Pyramid, yeah.
Yeah, Daddy's just 6 blocks taller.
Just like, but if you put that into percentages, it's like 30% taller than my mother, of course.
What? So we're back for some more shenanigans. Just finishing off this pyramid. Hopefully, there's not much left. If Oliver will just do a quick look around, there's just basically we have to finish 2 very long sides, and we just got 2 sides more to do. What can happen? Nothing so bad.
I wanna die.
What's the worst that can happen?
Just cut to my entire Minecraft getting corrupted.
Oh my gosh. We have the videos at least.
And we also have like probably cloud saves. Then I realized that the cloud saves were corrupted.
And then I realized that we built through the clouds, so the clouds.
Oh, it didn't take the top, guys. It didn't run it to the top.
It's
through the cloud saves.
It only saved one. The sky is the limit. It's called a cloud save because it only saves what's beneath the clouds.
Yeah, what's below it.
I just finished a book.
A book?
Today.
You don't know how to read, though.
Yeah. Yeah, I know.
What'd
Nice book, though.
you read, Lucas? What'd you read?
The pictures were cool. Oh no, I read. Have you heard of the movie The Goldfinch?
The Lady and the Goldfish?
No, The Goldfinch.
The Goldfinch, probably.
Yeah. It had Ansel Elgort. I don't know if you know who that is. Yeah, from Paper Driver.
Yeah.
And it had a bunch
Is
of
he in the
actors
book?
it. He's in the book. Could you guess? No,
Damn,
but
dude. It says
basically,
Ansel
the-
Elgort comes up and says, "Yo, my name is Baby."
It's like,
Said, that's the wrong film, and then he just walks off. I know.
it's like you describing the actors to me. But that's how the whole book is. And then they're just like, yeah, the actors are all in this book.
Okay, so here's a picture of Daniel Radcliffe. Who is it? It's Daniel Radcliffe.
Yeah, exactly.
Congratulations. How did you know?
So what's it like? A lady named Donna Tartt wrote The Goldfinch, and I read that last year, and then I started reading one of her older books called The Secret History.
Of pets?
Very,
I love that film.
The Secret Life of Pets, dumbass.
Yeah, The Secret Life of Pets. I said that.
Have you actually seen it? No.
No.
Secret History.
No, but that's what I said. I said The Secret Life of Pets.
But yeah, it was a really good book.
Wait. Secret History, is that like stuff that would be on the History Channel? Where it's like Nazi war machines?
No. No, I don't even know why it's called The Secret History, honestly. I mean, like, the book is about, like, sort of 4 college students in the ancient day, so maybe it's like that kind of secret history.
One of my favorite skits somebody ever did was, Dear History Channel, when will Hitler be making more Nazi megastructures? I really enjoyed season 1. Don't know how you're gonna top that in season 2.
Nice.
It's that kind of thing.
Yeah. It must be hard to make stuff for History Channel, because
No.
you kind of do run out of ideas.
No. What you mean? Duck Dynasty?
What's his name? Doesn't Megan Fox have her own thing on History Channel?
Megan Fox?
Dude, she does. It's called like.
Does she break down like the Ninja
Explained.
Turtles?
No. But she does break down in Ninja Turtles, if that's what you're asking.
What?
She doesn't break down. She breaks down in Ninja Turtles, but she doesn't break down the Ninja Turtles.
Oh, what? Does she do it like a nice dance?
No. She
ties a
had
bandana around her head and then she just starts breaking it down. Goes full Lucy.
No, she had an emotional breakdown.
Oh.
Full Lucy. That was Scarlett Johansson.
No, as in like from Overwatch. Let's break it down.
Oh, from Overwatch. I don't know that. I've never played Overwatch. Did you get into it?
I couldn't really play it.
Why not?
Because John, yeah, it's just that, and yeah, John owns it. And then Delisha bitched, because he was playing Destiny 2 at the time, and he was still mooching off John.
Oh, that sucks. Well, now he's on GTA. You're gonna give it a shot?
I was just thinking.
Delicia's a
he bought GTA. Before he didn't buy GTA, remember?
I know. When did he get it?
Last week.
Well, we were talking about it last week. He said he couldn't buy it on the PS Store. But you explained how it's possible.
You can download it now from John if you want. Just letting you know.
Here's the thing. Even if you guys gave it to me for my birthday, there's literally no way anyone could give it to me for my birthday.
Dude, I can give it to you.
Okay, inappropriate, but how? It just doesn't work, dude. No one can give me credits. No one can.
Delisha can.
I mean, unless lockdown is over.
Delisha can.
Supposedly lockdown will be over. The Candyman.
When does it end for us? Does it end in 3 weeks or 4? We've only have 22 cases. What is this lockdown for?
Anyway.
Like the second they closed the schools about 3 weeks before we actually got an official case was a bit too stupid.
No, I don't think so. It's a precautionary measure. We don't know there is.
But I would want
there
to do,
was
I
actually.
I would want school. I want school.
Oh, I thought you were saying you want the virus.
No, I wanted school until the end instead of getting this weird bullshit where we have to do work during the holidays now. Mr. Magada says do a history work. It's like, no fucking way am I doing history.
Well, yeah, fucking way. You're about to fucking do it.
Dude, I haven't handed in many things.
Really? Are you becoming a bad student?
No, I'm not becoming a bad student. I am a bad student.
Ooh, sick burn, Oliver. You gonna take that?
Dude, you gonna put an ice pack on that burn? Like, jeez. Where?
Whoa.
Get him some milk. He needs some milk.
You say that, I think I'm gonna go make myself some cereal or something.
Dude, I just had a piece of toast. What do you have to eat?
Well, my mom got fresh cream milk.
Your mom got fresh cream.
I'm gonna have
As
some.
in, like, instead of no long life, you got fresh milk.
Yeah.
You got fresh milk. Shit.
I know. I'm so excited, dude. I'm gonna go eat some muesli. We have some berry muesli. I'm gonna go fucking.
Berry muesli.
Yeah, berry muesli.
It's very amusing.
Ah, dude, I was gonna say it's just a mix up of you barely amusing, but yeah.
Very amusing. Barely, yeah.
Very amusing. Dude, I've actually figured out a way to properly mash this. Way faster. How do you do it?
I make it into like a straight line and then just mash L2.
Okay, yeah, dude, that's what I do too. It's so fast.
But like because I'm using analog sticks and not a fucking like mouse or something, a keyboard that makes it like stay the same no matter what. It's very difficult.
I think I'm gonna switch it to L1.
Oh, your right hand is stronger, you see.
No, L1.
Oh, L1. You see, you're not a gamer. You don't know like the right way to press L2.
How do I change my control?
Well, you say PlayStation, and then you just like you shove a control stick into it and say, and then you update yourself. Isn't that how you sell
I
your soul
actually
to
don't know
Satan?
if I can.
Oh, you don't know how to sell your soul to Satan? You've never done it before, have you?
Wait a second. Oh, it's keyboard controls.
Oh, speaking of
Like,
sell your
where's-
soul to Satan,
I was
have
like,
you watched
where's
Good
the
Omens?
F5 on my controller?
Have you watched Good Omens? Or not?
Good Omens on Amazon Prime?
Amazon Prime. Yeah.
No, but I'm about to start, what's this show called? It's called, Tales from the Loop. You seen it? Apparently it's very nice.
Tales from the what?
From the Loop.
The Loop. Nah, dude,
Oh, it's louder,
I'm more
but
of a
it's-
kid who gets like left out of the loop, so I don't think I'll watch it.
Nah, dude, it's... Oh, dude, now I sound like a proper masher.
I just...
I don't want to know what my parents think I'm doing. Oh,
They
yeah,
just
I'm
come
gonna do
in.
it.
It's
I'm
even
gonna do
worse
it.
than they
I'm
ever
gonna do it.
expected.
Get out of my room! I'm playing Minecraft.
Please. I can... I just hear it.
Or maybe I'll just lock it to like the quietest control. What would you say that is?
Hey, Lucas, I got a big question for you, and you got to back this up with some serious thought and some theory. Who
Okay,
is
wait, but I'm also... Okay.
your favorite superhero? Serious thoughts and theory. It can be purely based on the MCU film, but you have to base why.
It's probably Wolverine. It's particularly because of Logan and the gritty way he's portrayed in the movies. He feels very flawed and realistic, and I love him.
Wait,
You?
who else was supposed to play Wolverine? There was like everybody was trying to go play Wolverine.
Tom Hardy was gonna replace him.
No, not replace him. Like at the time, instead of Hugh Jackman, they got so many other people to be. They got like everybody in like the early 2000s, late 1990s to be interested.
Oh, wasn't Mel Gibson?
Oh wait,
I can.
yeah,
I can see
Mel
that.
Gibson.
I can see that.
But also, wasn't same thing for James Bond as well. You know, for instead of Daniel
Gibson
Craig,
was almost James Bond.
yeah, Mel Gibson was almost James Bond.
No, he's such a fucking. He's so uncouth.
So uncouth.
He looks like
Also,
he picks his nose and then like eats his toenails.
same thing for
Wait,
for
Here,
Hugh
interesting.
Jackman.
Did you know that Mel Gibson drove his best friend to the audition 6 hours in Australia for the audition for Mad Max because his best friend was an actor. And when he got there, they're like, "You should audition. You might as well." And he's like, "Okay, sure, might as well audition." But he wasn't even an actor; he was a car repairman or something like that. And
Same
then
thing
he
with Harrison
auditioned for
Ford.
the
Though
role.
Harrison Ford is a carpenter.
Yeah, but he was hired as Han Solo. The only reason he wasn't hired, okay, wait, he applied to be Han Solo, right? Did you know that? But
Yeah,
but
but like,
there was another actor cast as Han Solo, and he was a carpenter on the set of Star Wars. Sorry?
he didn't want anybody working on Star Wars that he worked with previously.
Yeah,
He worked
exactly,
on American
exactly.
Graffiti.
He worked on American Graffiti. So he said, no, you can't be in this movie. But then the other actor who was supposed to play Han Solo fell sick, and then he got the role.
Yeah.
because he's a carpenter and he was like, I might as well. But I feel so bad for Al Gibson's friend who just dragged him along as like an innocent. You might as well. And then
Dude, that's like us at the World Scholars Cup though. We're just like, we might as well do the well, the first one was, not the second one. The second one we came to play and lost. But
dude, the third one we have to. The third one we have to.
The third one when I'm not gonna be there.
You're not coming?
No, because it's not gonna happen. It happens in June or July. Guess what? Quarantine is still a thing.
Do you think? How long do you think this is gonna last?
12 years.
Dude, you know my aunt and uncle in Kuwait have already been in quarantine for 2 months, and their quarantine just got extended until the end of May.
Yep, I know. My dad's my dad went with like quarantine for this. I was just like, oh, better get ready for August.
Yeah. It's not impossible, but I really am gonna hate it if
when we said goodbye to Jack, like mid March, we're just like probably not gonna see it till maybe next year, or if anything, Christmas.
For reference, Jack is your brother.
Yeah, which is very weird to think.
That he's your brother.
Yeah, obviously. Not that I wouldn't see him
weird.
until like December.
Why, do you miss him?
Yeah. Bits and pieces around the house.
What do you miss?
You know, just...
Him feeding the dogs?
I don't know. Holds a conversation. Maybe.
Does he now? I have yet to be introduced to this feature.
Dude, he's fine. I don't mind him.
Okay, I just realized now that I've changed L1, I can no longer swap inventory to the left.
I'd rather have him around than not have him around.
Yeah, no, you're right. He's sweet. I like
He's
that. He's earnest.
Whenever you said he's sweet, the first thing that came to my mind was I don't believe we've been properly introduced.
Oh, that was amazing. You want to tell the story to our audience?
Okay. So me and Lucas and my brother are at a pub sort of restaurant thing that has a pool table on in town. So we just came back from a quiz. We're just messing around. It's in the morning.
We won.
Sunday.
Messing around and won. You know, felt kind of cute that we'd mess around and win. Maybe, I don't know.
No, but we were playing pool. 3 of us. I don't know. I think it was me and Lucas on the team. Doesn't really matter. But then a female enters the ring. Too old for us. Old enough for my brother. And so Jack, being the very suave man that he is.
No. After 15 minutes.
After 15 minutes.
After we've been playing pool with him for 15 minutes.
I don't think we've been properly introduced.
He shakes her hand.
Oh, it was. I've never seen anything cooler.
It was gorgeous. Dude.
It's probably the most alpha move I've ever seen. I've probably never seen anything more.
He was born
alpha.
into the wrong time. Man would be getting laid so hard in 15, 20, my boy.
15, 20?
Nah, I'm just kidding.
Nah.
18, late 1800s.
Yeah, early 1920s, dude. The roaring 1920s.
Roaring 20s. You know, with his sweet long haircut, winning
His
over
trench coat.
The sheiks.
Dude, he's gonna he does investigations.
We just both got that invite, didn't we?
Yeah.
By the way, have you seen what it looks like on your stream when you get an invite?
Yeah, it's just like a black thing.
No, but it's got cryptic writing and shit.
Yeah.
It looks funny. It cracks me up. Oh, by the way, I didn't tell you this. Ashley didn't even come. I called her and she declined my call.
She ghosted you, dude. She's moved on. She's got her boiled eggs.
What?
So I went onto one of her statuses randomly, and she was painting boiled eggs. Oh,
pointing eggs, yeah.
And so that's what I attribute everything to how her quarantine's going. She just has a line of her friends and you Just egg people that she talks to.
And she drew all her faces on
Yeah,
with her
exactly.
names and things.
And because she's a
Oh,
good
that's
artist, she
funny.
drew them very accurately as well. Scarily
Oh,
accurate.
scarily accurate. And then when
And
she
then
like
when she
throws
gets
an egg on the
angry with one
floor,
of them, she gets angry with one of
yeah,
them. She goes,
she throws an
Humpty
egg on the
Dumpty
floor.
had a great fall. Just smashes him.
It's like some, and the people are like contorted in pain because like some
Yeah,
voodoo
it's,
doll
it's
fucked.
voodoo shit. Um,
Make me a voodoo egg as fast as you can. Oh, that's funny. That's a great image, my guy.
oh yeah, I didn't get to tell you about my favorite superhero.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's a toss-up, as it usually is, because it really depends on the day. But I really like Red Hood.
Red Hood, huh? From... No, wait, I'm confused. All right, well, we'll finish this conversation in a second. I'm gonna answer that.
You
I
got
just
a
have to
call
put
for
us right
Asheray.
Yeah.
All right. Make
Catch
sure you
up to
mention
me.
the egg people.
All right.
Okay, so the reason I believe Red Hood is one of the better superheroes is just the whole arc of him. So Jason Todd, who is Batman Robin, the second Batman Robin, pretty much a copy of Dick Grayson. He was an acrobat, watched his parents die due to like not paying money or whatever. He's like a beat for beat exact replica of the first Robin of Dick Grayson. Except he's not as athletically gifted, because you know the Flying Graysons are the best gymnasts in the world. And so he gets taken under Batman, of course, becomes Robin, fight stuff. But because people didn't like that he was exactly the same person, and it was like a bit of a hothead, they killed him in some weird fashion, where the Joker was in Africa, and there was in Ethiopia, with like trying to buy stuff. Like he had a nuke in the Middle East before, and Jason Todd was trying to find his mother because he never. Wait, what? I thought it was a beat for beat. I'm sorry, I'm going through my head, and I thought they both died, but apparently one is still alive. Probably his dad died in a gymnast accident. No. They retconned that. I'm thinking of something different. So the origin of Jason Todd is, what is it? He was out. Batman was out after first Robin retired, became Nightwing, or whatever. So this kid comes up at the perfect time and steals the wheels off the Batmobile, and then Batman finds this out because he came back and to steal another wheel after he stole one, and then he's just like, I'm gonna take this kid in. He stole my property. What a nice lad. And and from then he trains and then becomes the second Robin. He's a hothead. Don't know who his parents really were. On the death certificate of one of them, I think his dad says that. No, sorry, on the birth certificate of him, it says his dad something Todd, and then his mother, which is like W something, because it's all smudged up due to a watermark. And so he just like goes searching to try and find his mother, and narrows it to 3 people in his dad's old address book. And then it says he went on a wild goose chase to the Middle East where he meets the Joker, because the Joker has a nuke and he's trying to sell it and doing this and doing that. And then he loses the nuke, and then they go to the last place, which is in Africa by Ethiopia. And from there, Jason Todd is captured along with his newfound mother, and he's like beaten nearly to death by the Joker, and then planted in a warehouse with a bomb. And this bomb is about to go off, and then he jumps in front of it, saving his mother, but he dies in the process. But this only happened because at the end of the issue, there was a phone to find out what happens. You get to decide if Robin lives or Robin dies. That just shows how much people actually hated this Robin. Because he was just, the same thing, not as good, not as funny. He was arrogant, he was angry all the time. And so, that happens. I don't like him as Robin, of course. Who would? He's a bit of a moany bitch, right? That's just who Jason Todd is. But he saves his mother, of course, and then he remains dead for a long time, because that issue's in like the 80s. And then in some weird, stupid event, was it? I don't know. I think is it Crisis on Infinite Earths or something like that? But Superboy Prime punches the universe essentially, or some other version of it, like the mirror image or something like that. Punches a hole in the universe and brings back Jason Todd back to life. So he's buried in the grave, and the Superboy Prime punch brings him back, which is really stupid. But this is why you gotta love comics, because they do such stupid things like this. As well as, so he's walking out of his grave. He gets picked up by the League of Assassins, the League of Shadows. League of Assassins, League of Shadows? League of Shadows, League of Assassins. I can't remember which one it is. League of Assassins. Yeah. Probably League of Shadows, actually. And from there, he is presumed he's just a immovable corpse, pretty much. He's a reactionary corpse, where he can react to things around him, but not actually know where he is. And so he doesn't attack Talia al Ghul, but attacks other people as well. So that shows that he has somewhat conscious thought. But Ra's al Ghul is not convinced. It's like, you're just trying to get Batman's sperm or whatever. You know, the usual Talia stuff. And so, she then decides to take Jason Todd into the Lazarus Pit, where he is reborn and he regains his memory, as the Lazarus Pit brings people back to life very often, or at least rejuvenates them. It's not really known to bring back people from the dead, but now it is. So that's what happens. And then he trains with the League of Assassins, or League of Shadows, whatever. I can't remember who they're called. League of Assassins, and then trains with other people as well. Learns to become a killer. Kills the people there, because they're also doing bad things on the side, like child slavery and stuff like that. And so that's how it breaks down. And then from there, he goes back to Gotham, where he sees that Batman has moved on to a new Robin, Tim Drake, and then Jason Todd realizes that it's like all Batman's fault. He wants to kill Batman, and yada yada yada. And so he puts on like a stealth wetsuit and plants a bomb on the Batmobile, which he can explode, but then doesn't, because he's just like, yeah, he wouldn't know it was me. I want to kill him. I want to make him see that I killed him. And then he also grabs the Joker, goes to an amusement park, covers him in gasoline, lights a match, but doesn't burn him alive, because he's just like, that's a bit too easy. It would be quick but gruesome, but it'd be not enough. Then he's like, if I want anything, it will be with the three of you, Batman, me, and the clown, he says. And so this like arc of him like turning on Batman is what makes him really, really interesting to me, because he feels like he got betrayed by Batman, but Batman couldn't really do anything. Like, he thought he was dead the entire time. What else is he gonna do? He has to move on. But because he came back and now seeks revenge upon him, and he doesn't know that he's back. for the longest time, he's just when as under the Red Hood, where he comes in, takes control of like Black Mask's gang boss thing to get the attention of Batman and Nightwing. They like pursue him, and then they're just like, "Who is he? He's well skilled. He's very familiar as well." And then it takes like a little fight in the alleyway where he rips off Batman's cowl, and then he goes like, "Oh, looks like it's me as well." And then that reveal between the two, and Batman just like not believing it, which is, I feel, more earned in that rather than was it Batman Arkham Knight where they did that reveal, where like Jason Todd is there, but like he wasn't brought back by a Lazarus pit or anything like that. He just didn't die. That seems very unlikely. Because Batman would always like want closure upon that. He would go searching for a body. Like he wouldn't like not go searching for a body to confirm it, because he'd be very skeptical, of course. Which is why I don't believe that so much in Arkham Knight, but I believe it in the comics because it's literally Superboy Prime punched a hole in the universe and brought him back to life. Like he did so many other people. I think he brought Oliver Queen back to life, the Green Arrow, in that universe as well, which is very weird. And so he's very nice in that, like, he knows the, oh, Lucas, are you doing anything? Or are you just talking to your friend? Hey? Yeah, probably still talking. Yeah, it's good in that way because he's got like the morals of Batman instead of not really. He doesn't got those kind of morals. Like he knows, like Batman doesn't kill because if he crosses that path, he'll be like, "Oh, I can't go back. I've got no self-control. I don't know when I'll stop the killing." But then Red Hood's just like, "Nah, I know when to stop. It's fine." So that shows that he has like more self-control over than Batman. Because Batman doesn't cross that line because he knows he won't be able to come back. But the Red Hood does it because he knows, he believes that it's the only way, because he died and came back. And it's like, that way is flawed, dude. Which I believe. Like, people who get out and break felonies like more than twice, in that sense, in that very sense of the Red Hood, where he's like facing with mass murderers and stuff like that, they should die. Because Batman at that stage is just broken. I think, yeah, Red Hood has like the right amount of like killing as opposed to knocking out, because he kills only people who deserve it. Unlike the Punisher, I believe, who does it far worse. Who just like killed, "Oh, you're a criminal." Rawr. Just kills anybody. Anybody. Punisher just wants to kill. Which is why he's one of the funnest ones. Oof. I have to dig quite far down. Speaking of like the Punisher and like, was it Luke Cage, Jessica Jones, Daredevil? I want those to come back. I know they're gone in the Marvel, Netflix shit, but I want them to come into the MCU at least. Just to actually get like a decently good movie. Because there's so many like, oh, intergalactic yada 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 yada. It's very little street thing, street crime that like Daredevil, the Punisher, and them take care of, that nobody seems to recognize. Because you got like the big mystical people like Stephen Strange and them, Guardians of the Galaxy and whatnot, Thor, or like normal crime. Yeah, the Avengers don't stop that. feel like does Ant-Man really? I feel like he probably might come into that more so than not. Oh. Ah, look at that fucking wall. It's beauty. It's a big beauty. This pyramid is so freaking huge. Oh my goodness. Oh. Guess what? I'm ahead of Lucas, the big bitch. So it's a great thing. And yeah, the Punisher with his morals that everyone's a criminal, everyone must die. It's fun to watch though. I like the Punisher in season 2 of Daredevil. Brutal, grisly. Then contrast that with like Daredevil, who's just like, I will not kill. I will not kill. But that's played very good because he's a Catholic as well. And so it goes hand in hand with his beliefs. Now I'm thinking of this stupid scene from Daredevil Ben Affleck movie. Where like the fucking fight. Bad omen, isn't it? Bad juju. Yeah. Bad juju, isn't it? When do I get to see bad juju? It's in the top right, as you can see. Bad juju. Bad juju. Do you know what's been happening a lot to me during these times? Is that I've been getting a lot of like trilogy things on Netflix. Like the trilogy movies, like Lord of the Rings. Watched those 3 in a row. You got Men in Black. I didn't watch them, but I just saw that there. Oh yeah, what is it? The Matrix, of course. The Matrix. There was another trilogy I watched. I can't remember what it was. It hurts. It hurts. It hurts me. But what I'm really disappointed in... Oh, The Mummy. Yep, that was it. The Mummy. What I'm really disappointed in is the lack of Raiders of the Lost Ark. So, on Netflix, there are 2 Indiana Jones movies. Not Temple of Crystal Skull. Temple of Doom. I just got a message. Reading it. Luke, are you building? Yeah, you're building shitly. You wearing girls' clothes? You are. No, man. You're not wearing an actual V-neck. You're wearing those girl V-neck. What the fuck? What do you mean, what the fuck? Hate you. Huh. Could you build faster, you imbecile? Why is it lighter here? You done now, Lucas?
Hey, big man. I'm not done yet. No.
Just
Why? What's up? You're boring out in personal conversation.
Nah, Mina. It's angry.
Oh, Mina's angry.
Yeah, now he's gone to bed now though, but like he's just angry.
Okay, actually, I can't understand why he's angry, but he's also not gone
Because
to bed.
you said come online, and the only reason he got up was to play with us, and then he
Bro, he's been sleeping at 7 a.m. in the morning. I don't believe jack shit that he only got up to play with us. Bullshit. He posts sunrise pictures every morning. He watches the sun come up because he stays up all night. That's fucking just not true. I just don't believe him, I'm sorry. If he's doing other things, doesn't mean that like he has better things to do. And he just came online, he hadn't updated his game. It's not my fault.
Getting very defensive now.
Anyway, I'm just saying. I highly doubt he woke up to play with us. Anyway, why'd you like Red Hood so much?
I was explaining it. I can explain it again for you. Are
Yeah,
you done
okay.
talking to Ashley Ray?
Yeah, okay. No, I'm not.
Then go talk
Make
to
a
Ashley
peculiar sound?
Ray. Me or her?
Yeah.
Exactly. I agree.
Oh wait, now she's looking at me going, oh wait, it's not me. Oh shit. Okay, whatever. No one make a peculiar sound.
Alright.
There you go. I just came back to build so that you wouldn't get too far ahead of me. How's your personal conversation going with the folks at home?
Very long.
What are we talking about?
Talking about Red Hood, talking about the Punisher, talking about yeah, that was about it. Talking about how Batman sucks. And why Batman's cool. But why he sucks.
Oh. Have you seen that that like a doctorate in physical studies wrote his dissertation and thesis on how he had published it as a book, how much exercise you would need to do the things that Batman can do in the comics. It's a pretty interesting book.
How about
like
how much to do what Bane does?
Yeah, you have to do a lot of morphine for that guy. But like you have to do like over 1,300 push-ups a day. That kind of craziness.
Tom Hardy did that. He did 1,000 push-ups every day.
To train to be Bane?
Yeah. Actually, not even to be
Why didn't you
Bane.
train his height?
Not even to be Bane. To play a guy who is conceived to be one of the strongest men in the world.
Oh, for that movie Legend? Or
Or
is that
whatever.
what it's called?
With the handlebar mustache.
Yeah, where he played himself and his twin? Is it that movie?
Maybe. But like, I know he did 1,000.
Strongest man.
I know he did 1,000 push-ups every day.
That's pretty intense.
Like he saw the guy in like, I think he was in prison or something, and he's just like, I want to make a
You
film.
met him in prison. Actually, okay, no, I can't tell this on the stream. I'll tell you
What?
some other time.
You met somebody in prison, Lucas? Please do
Let's
tell.
just say. No, let's just say
I know
I had
a guy.
Yeah, let's just say I know a guy. Yeah, we'll just leave it there. No, let's just say like
I have
I knew
connections.
someone.
You're going to get shanked.
You want to ask my Uncle Joe? What's his name? Uncle Henry
Uncle Henry.
from Breaking Bad?
No.
Uncle Jack. Sorry. We can speak to Uncle Jack. Todd, what a lad.
What a lad.
What a lad. You know,
What a
shoot
simp.
a kid. What a lad. What a simp. He's quite a simp, isn't he? No, I'm
Quite.
just
He
kidding.
is.
No, he's not. What's he supposed to do that's not simp-like?
What do you mean? What he's supposed to do? That's not. You're just saying that he's just.
Okay, wait, no.
You're just saying he's a simp.
I'm asking. I'm asking. What is he supposed to do for what's her name?
Lydia.
I don't care. Lydia. That's not simp-like. How do you treat Lydia and then not? You don't care, because you're a simp too. I fucking thought. Dude,
I'm a simp, of course.
it becomes an optical illusion once you look at these blocks hard enough, dude.
Once you look at these blocks long enough, all I see is wasted time.
Hey, don't think about it like that.
Hey,
Okay?
hey.
You're getting close. You're almost on that wall.
Oh, thanks.
Baby. Alright, cool. I'll talk to you in a second.
I'm so glad I'm nearly done with this wall.
Dude, we have to get Umrush, and I don't think I can do this again without another person.
Now we're starting. We're starting the third pyramid today.
I know. I said that to myself before we started. We have to start the third one today, otherwise we'll never start it ever. And I can't stand unfinished business.
Oh!
I know. We've got unfinished business.
No, I just dropped the world.
What? What do you mean?
I placed one block down, and it like dropped like everything.
Oh, I see. Hey, do you want to make a cartographer's table with all the pyramids on it and place it inside?
No.
Okay, cool, thanks.
You're welcome. I'm always there to help
Yeah.
you. Lucas,
What?
wherever you need, just call me. Yeah.
Alright.
What was that, Lucas?
I'm gonna be off.
Are you trying to be
gonna-
offensive?
I'm gonna be off comms for
How
a bit.
dare you go back on Simple Jack?
See you in a second, kid. Oh, you can walk on the ground now. How would you feel if I
You can
finished your
walk on
face?
the ground now. I'm just not gonna bother with some of this.
Yeah. Oh no, but it's only a couple it's only a couple blocks to break. That's Walter's thesis.
No, but like it gets worse when you go down the other way, though. Please.
You don't like my joke?
No.
About Brock?
Walter way. I remember me and John just going crazy by saying, "Walter, Walter way. Where are you, Walter? Junior, get out here, Junior."
Hey, do you ever find out, does the actor of Junior actually have like cerebral palsy?
R.G. Mitty, yeah,
He does.
yeah.
That's what, I don't want to say that's wonderful, but
That's
great that-
wonderful.
it's just great that he had like, you know, because sometimes they hire like regularly abled people to act as
I believe he has
they
cerebral
have a
palsy.
disability.
I know. I think he's got cerebral palsy. I've seen him in an
Okay.
actual podcast, so I think he has.
Okay. And he had like the same sort of slur that he has in the show?
Yeah. Yep. He does have. He has cerebral palsy.
Oh, that's cool.
I
Good
hate how it's like the
actor.
first few things in his sentence on Wikipedia. Roy Frank R.J. Mitty III is an American actor best known for playing Walter Finn White in the AMC series. Like his character in the show, he has cerebral palsy. Just immediately. There's probably people trying to get to the point. I want to know if he's faking it or not.
Alright, I'll talk to you soon. That's interesting. Bye.
Jesus Christ, this takes so longer. Hold on, I need to do the maths quickly. 63. 64. Okay, so I only have to do it to here. Oh. But what is interesting is I wonder how many people are actually using this time in quarantine productively and how many aren't. I wonder how many people are like trying to learn a new language and whatnot, and how many people are trying to do this and whatnot. Because it's just very nice to see people like using time wisely. Like it's really good. Like I've been trying, but only after like 3 weeks of being in this stupid fucking mess, to actually make something of myself, trying to learn something new, when I could have done it ages ago. If I started what I'm doing right now 3 weeks ago, I wonder how much my life would improve, because I've been real bored, real just, I don't know, stuck in a rut these past like 2 weeks. It's been, yeah. I feel like I've been going crazy, doing the same thing every time. I've been waking up at God knows what time. Go to bed at 4, wake up at 7. It's not a nice feeling. Actually, not going to bed at 4, waking up at 7, what was I saying? Going to bed at 3, but waking up at 1. 10 hours of sleep is too much for me. I don't know, and I can't stop it. Like this morning, I went to bed. Not even this morning right now, it's sort of the next day. But yesterday, I went to bed at 2 in the morning. That's fine. Woke up at 8. Just feel a bit weird. Yeah, woke up at 8, just like, still groggy. Fell back asleep. My alarm goes off at 10. Bam. Yeah. But my instinct right now is just off, out, back in it again. Wake up at 11. See? It's 11. Not really a nice time. I feel still a bit tired. Let me just go back to sleep. Boom. 12. Ooh, it's midday, but do I really want to get up? Do I really feel like I should go out right now? What is there to do? I've got nothing to do. For ages, I've got nothing to do. And so I've got nothing to get me out of bed in the morning. There's literally nothing. And it's painful. There's nothing I want to do. There's nothing forcing me to do this. Because I'm stuck here. It's super annoying. This place is rude. I know it's necessary. I'm not going to break this thing for shit. Because people will fucking die if I do. Which is stupid. Sorry, it's stupid that people think, oh yeah, it's just it's fine. Let's rally up and say I don't want quarantine. And Trump fucking spouting bullshit from Fox saying that the cure cannot be worse than the disease. And then him not realizing that. shit like this, saying coming from the president, will fuck up more and more. So he shouldn't really echo whatever Fox is saying, because Fox is reporting what Trump says. Trump was only reporting what Fox says in this cyclical cycle, and then some weird other news company who was also very pro-Trump, which Trump likes answering to. It's really fucking pissy. Everything in the world is really quite pissy right now. It's weird. I wonder how the world's going to change after this. Because it will change. We can't just go back to a normal life after this. There'll be an economic recession, there'll be shit like this, there'll be stuff like that. I'm surprised. I wonder what China's going to do. I wonder how aggressive people are going to be onto China right now. Or how quickly the aggressiveness that people were going to put on China will immediately go away because they realize that they need shit from China. China has a stranglehold over the entire world, and it's bringing most of the fucking world with it because it's got a shit regime. Like, I'm sure the people, the culture, everything is probably good, but the fucking leadership of the country. Holy Jesus. It's... what is it? It's not Stalin-esque because Stalin and... what is it? What is his name? General Mao. Wanted something different, Chairman Mao. With the red sparrows and everything. Oh, Jesus Christ. And Xi Jinping being fucking... becoming now the legal dictator. A very echoement of somebody else from Germany about 75 years ago. Oh, and that was weird. I've been watching these stupid Netflix conspiracy stupid shit because I'm bored, and I find it funny to laugh at people who believe in such things. But some of them you got to buy into. Like, Jeffrey Epstein definitely didn't kill himself because it's the funniest. It's probably one of the most blatant things ever done, and that's what makes it so fucking funny, because it's just so poorly like covered up. It's like, oh yeah, oh, there's no tape. The guy, he wasn't there. He just managed to kill himself for the second time because he attempted once before. It's funny. It's a real fucking hilarious shit show that is the world at the moment. Now, this fucking dumb ass leaders we have. Oh, it's really annoying. I wonder how long it will take for nations to just break down. For like culture to just merge into like human culture instead of... because it will happen. Culture is disappearing. It's sad, it's true. It's just happening. Nations are only built under like culture and language and shared ethnicity or whatever. Because countries are built upon culture, but culture is dying due to globalization, and everything's becoming Western and whatnot. So the death of culture is imminent. The death of everything is imminent. The death of governments, as it is right now. Because we're still operating in a weird system where we're not all interconnected, which is very weird. We got very isolationist views. every country's looking out for themselves and themselves really. I watched a TED talk recently, quite an old one, from like 4 years ago, talking about how Ireland is actually, per capita, the goodest country because it contributes more to the world per head, per like GDP, whatever, than any other country. And if Ireland, not a major powerhouse in the world, is the goodest country, then China is like 100th out of like 127 or something like that. It's real isolationists. Same with Russia's like 97th or whatever on that list. Countries like the two of like major superpowers or major powers in the world at the moment, because they do have the military capabilities to attack everything. And we've got the US, which is 50 countries put into one because fuck knows why. And who are the sole superpower in the world, which is stupid. I'm glad that it's them and not like a place like China, who would have like just choke out everyone else, especially this regime. It's just weird. It's just a weird time to live. We've got so many good things about life, but we're still living with the bad things, like dictatorships. Like, I live in a fucking country where we get probably more sun than anything in the entire world. We got a massive amount of space to support this place. It's not like urban cities that can't have solar panels because they're too densely populated. They need something like maybe nuclear. Even that is a bit iffy because it's nuclear energy. It's not what you really want. And ever since Chernobyl, everyone has been like, fuck no. That was Russia though. It was Russian communists fucking silence the nation. Like events like Chernobyl, events like the coronavirus just happen in a communist nation because we're like in this sort of basis of communism, because it's not true communism, it's weirdly dictatorship communism. And communism will never ever truly work in a human society because we're too self-centered. As humans, we look after ourselves and ourselves alone. Ourselves and maybe close loved ones. Other people like us and stuff like that. But what's really annoying though is that we can't like come together as a, because it's just so iffy. The one thing that unites us is also a thing that divides us, which is a weird thing to say, but like we're all human, but we all trying to find things to make ourselves different and unique, and that's what makes it a real fucking problem. Because if we all keep looking at difference between one another, we see each other as other. Like, it's good to see uniqueness in everybody else, but when you think about it, it damages our look on life, as it's like dangerous, like treating other people who don't look like us as us. Like this whole increase in like nationalism over the past like few years, ever since the recession, right? Echoing upon what happened in the Great Depression. That's just how it goes. Which is funny because you think people would learn that after the Great Depression, don't look to the right. Don't ever look to the right. After like anything economic, really. Well, you'll get your stuff going for sure, but it leads down a slippery slope. And you get Hitler, and we already had Mussolini by that stage, but you get Franco, you get Franco, Jesus Christ. Hirohito, Emperor Day Person, Emperor Day Monkey. That's a great little thing. Hirohito, Day Person. And so, it's just this whole pandemic thing. With the flick of a switch and it'll be over. It will never ever actually be over because the economic impact of everything has already just happened. Everybody's fucked. Everybody's been affected. I had no clue what it's done to China because China won't tell us any shit. Which is why it's dangerous. China's dangerous because we don't know China. It needs to release more records. Nobody trusts the records of China. Nobody. Considering how badly it's spread in the US. Oh, hey Siri. Thank you. Fucking not talking to me. Hold on, I'm just reading some messages. Alright. Just interesting. The time is 1 a.m. Swelled. It's fun. I don't know. Building a fucking pyramid and everything's sort of crumbling and all. It's. I wouldn't say it's funny. I wouldn't say it's good. I wouldn't say it's bad. But I don't like ugliness in like the world. Every time something like unpleasant, something comes up to talk about, I try immediately to change the subject. Anything that's not funny whatsoever, change the subject. And I'm really one to blame for that because all I want to do is not talk about something. Important issue, don't want to talk about it, want to change the subject because, I don't know, it's not funny, it's not entertaining, it's not good, it's not happy. Lucas, are you hearing me? You are hearing me. Alright.
Sorry, I can't hear you, 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 I can't hear you.
Are you hearing me or no?
I can't hear you.
You can't hear me.
Okay. I can hear you now. How's it going?
I can hear you, I can. You still talking to Asher?
No. We're done.
Alright.
Sorry about that.
We're back on now.
Who, me and you?
Yeah, we're back on it.
We're back. What were you doing? Fucking around?
Yeah.
No.
Yes.
I didn't think so. You're not fucking around. You're really?
What? What was it?
Were you spawning mobs?
No.
Really? You weren't?
I weren't.
Cause just look beneath you, okay? Just come down.
Yeah,
just
I know. It's the shade. It's the shade.
It's a fucking party down here, my dude.
I know. It's due to the shade, dude.
We can't tolerate this.
You burning them?
Oh, not the creeper. Yes, the creeper.
Quick question, Lucas. Because I was talking about it. What's your thoughts on China?
Well, seeing as my family comes from Thailand.
Taiwan. Please.
seeing as my I know I'm not a big China man myself.
You're not a big China.
Yeah, I'm more
Wait,
of a
you
small
don't
China
want to be
man.
you don't want to be oppressed? What's wrong with you?
I know. I really. Wait, did you say since we were talking about it?
Yeah.
You and.
Um. Hold on. Nobody.
Right.
Sorry, I had to double check.
Um. Yeah, I really dislike the Chinese government. I think they're totally evil.
Totally, as in Toast McScrub's evil, or? Because I'm agreeing with you.
Yeah, I really think the stuff they do and the way they
Oh, especially
operate
the
their
Uyghurs.
country is, yeah, dude, the way they operate their country is just terrible. It's just not humane.
They
And
got
I think like their whole
It's-
social monitoring program.
it's probably the closest thing to Nazi Germany as we got right now in the world. If you think about
Yeah,
it.
but I wouldn't say it like that. It is bad, but I wouldn't say it like that because they're not trying to. Okay,
Oh, well, what are you trying to say, Lucas? You trying to say that they're
No,
not?
I was gonna say they're not trying to hurt people, but then I was remembering the Uyghurs. They're like, it's not like they're using concentration camps. And then I was remembering the Uyghurs.
I said, yeah, I know. That's what I just said. I said they're the closest thing. I didn't say they are Nazi Germany. I'm saying they're the closest thing to
What
Nazi
about
Germany.
North Korea though?
North
they have
Korea
like
is
a
a
proper
totally
dictatorship.
different thing, though. It's not. It's worse than Nazi Germany. That's a
Oh,
lie.
really?
That's a lie.
That's fucking not
That's
true.
a lie. That's a lie.
Nowhere near half as bad as Nazi Germany.
They didn't have
Except-
as many people.
Yeah. I don't know if they. Do you think they pose more of a threat than Nazi Germany did to the world?
No, Nazi Germany posed more of a threat because the Nazis, if they had any good form of management, they could have won World War One, World War Two, sorry,
Yeah. And World War One.
and World War One. Dude, they had such great management, they could have won World War One.
If they'd had good enough management, they would have built a time machine.
Exactly.
Yeah, no, you're right. It's mostly Hitler's fault that he decided to invade Poland.
Well,
Have you seen that theory that if Hitler had decided to invade Poland, his generals told him not to do it, and the theory is that if he had actually listened to them, if he had waited 3 years and their military plan was over, then he could have actually won World War II. Because he just did not have,
Germany was
the
a
manpower.
But also by that stage, what is it? Britain was expecting a war, right? So Britain was also arming up as well.
Yeah, they were.
Don't forget that, like, as well as Germany would be arming up, Britain, France, well, Italy. Well,
No, you're
Italy,
right.
Italy
Everyone
didn't do
was
anything.
arming at.
Everybody would arm
Everyone
up.
was arming at a similar rate. Yeah.
Germany at that stage was the most ready compared to everyone else.
But
It wasn't ready enough.
Yeah. I don't think anyone's ever ready to like properly conquer the world.
There's a situation that you can go under if, like, you know, because he sent the ultimatum to Poland, Danzig or war, right? Because he wanted to claim back what was taken from him, from, like, you know, from the World War I treaties. And so he just, like, takes, like, the northern part, like, connects East Prussia to the rest of Germany. So he takes that entire, like, Polish corridor or whatever, and takes Danzig, and said, like, that's all that he wanted. But he knew that Poland would, like, deny that or whatever, because he needs to justify somehow, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, I've been watching conspiracy theories. Right.
Uh-oh.
On Netflix, right? No. The Netflix conspiracy theories. Because I like watching people, like, believe in fake shit most of the time. Especially the
What
moon
is
landings.
Is the Goop sequel?
No, but it's like some of this stuff is good, some of this stuff is fucking bullshit.
Alright, go.
Okay, so there's one on the Hitler's death. As in, it didn't happen.
I honestly don't understand how people think he didn't die.
Okay. When you get into the specifics, it's actually fucking good. I'm not gonna lie. Like, it's an actual, like, plausible theory.
Okay, go.
Okay. So, the way that Eva Braun's body and Hitler was actually, or Hitler, quote unquote Hitler, because we're referring to him like that because of this. I don't particularly believe this theory, but I just find it very interesting. That there was an announcement made on German radio that the Führer is dead on like May the 1st or whatever.
Yeah.
And then only like a day later or whatever, or a few days, a day later, did the Soviets get in, find the bodies with a BBC, was it person?
Like broadcaster,
whatever. And like when the bodies were taken out, and the BBC people were seeing, and then they could obviously see that this body was a fake. There was a body brought outside. Yeah, this was a body double, but a bad body double.
Of Hitler. Is that true?
Yes. And Eisenhower and Stalin both didn't believe that Hitler had died yet because of this.
What? Okay.
And so later on, so they're doing the things for this. They're doing for this, yada yada yada. But they took these bodies out. They covered them in gasoline, put them in shallow graves, burnt them, covered them up, yada yada yada.
Why?
For no reason. No clue.
That's
it's
not
war.
good.
And then was it 20 years later? 20 or 6. I think it was 20. Yeah, it's 20 years later actually. 20 years later, after people are like trying to like put things together, wondering how this happened, the Soviets come out and say, "No, we have Hitler's skull."
What?
And then they're just like, okay, fine, Hitler's dead then. Hitler's dead. Until the 1990s come around, Soviet Union's taken down. People want to do DNA testing upon that thing.
DNA, yeah.
DNA testing.
Yeah. Keep going.
They find out that the skull, and then they just like, oh yeah, this was like dental records or whatever. That's why they said it's Hitler at the time. But then they did DNA testing, and they found out that skull that they used to say this is Hitler's skull. Yeah, obviously it's Hitler's skull. Is of a woman in her 40s. Now I don't know much about Hitler, but I don't think he was a woman in his 40s.
Is it Eva Braun?
They don't know. Eva Braun's family would not consent to give DNA, so they couldn't cross-match it. So they don't know, but they thought that was Hitler's skull. And do you know what's even funnier? The FBI was investigating sightings of Hitler 5 years after 1945.
Where?
South America, mostly.
Yeah, Argentina.
Oh,
I mean, fucking a ton of people escaped to Argentina.
You know, there's a whole community in Argentina where they don't speak a lick of Spanish, right? Not a tiny bit. It's all German. It's all white Aryans. Because they're all descended from German Nazi officers. And hold on. This thing gets even better. Where two U-boats, I believe. I think it's two.
Wait,
maybe
so,
one.
Wait. If you don't believe this theory, what do you believe?
I don't believe anything.
You don't believe that? I believe that
Hitler isn't. I believe Hitler died. But
he's definitely dead. I mean, he'd be like fucking the oldest man alive if he was still here.
Dude, in Wolfenstein, he's still alive.
Yeah, but what?
They got Hitler's head in a jar.
I do really think that Hitler died, committed suicide, dude.
I know, but it's
because the amount of the things that he did before he committed suicide were things that he was definitely doing out of fear, and he had nothing left to lose.
Exactly.
I don't think he was,
so that's why he got a body double and left. That's another fucking. It's such a good thing because it could be It's so believable in that sense.
Yeah, that's interesting. I've never understood those like proper Hitler the life. Like I understand Like, have you seen that show on Amazon Prime? It's called Hunters, or Nazi Hunters, maybe. I can't remember.
Oh,
It's something
Nazi
like
Hunters.
that.
Yeah, that's the guy.
Yeah.
I watched a podcast with the guy from.
Logan Lerman,
I think maybe.
the main character, like the young guy.
Oh wait, when you say Nazi Hunters, it's not like a reality. No, I'm thinking of the History Channel. Sorry.
Oh, okay. I know it's with the guy who played Percy Jackson in the Percy Jackson movies.
No, sorry.
Yeah, but anyway, it's a true story show about like people that are hunting Nazis in New York in like the 90s. But like hunting is in like finding and killing them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think you'd like it. It's on Amazon Prime.
About hunting and killing Nazis. I think you'll like it. I could see which side is yours and which side is mine. There's a lot more mistakes on your side, on the back end.
Look.
You got very sloppy towards the end there, Lucas. Like you're good at the top, but then you got real bad towards the bottom.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. So that's a very nice, interesting theory because there's also
I've never heard that.
Hold on. There was also a U-boat sighting. U-boat sighting, like coming up on the shore of Argentina.
Oh, did you? Okay, wait. Just while we're on the topic of U-boat sighting, did you see this thing? Apparently happened a couple years ago. So like 5 years ago, yeah.
Yeah.
A submarine was found in Norway. A Russian submarine was found in Norway.
No,
and
with people
sunk,
on
right?
it.
Yeah, dude. A Russian submarine was found in Norwegian waters, right? And it sunk. And they found that Russia was like, oh, it's just some researchers doing jobs, right? But they ran when they found the actual thing, they ran the names of the crew members, and they were listed amongst the top, like, actual majors and captains in like the rankings of Russian military, and they'd all sunk in this submarine at the bottom of the ocean near Norway. But like it was a completely uncovered mission, no one knew why, and the Russian government just completely like covered it up.
So
but
were they dead?
No one knows. Yeah, they all died, but no one knows why they were there.
But that's like.
And this is only like 5 years ago.
Yeah, but that's like some weird things about how people said that the Nazis were trying to build a colony in Antarctica.
In Antarctica, yeah. What's the basis for that theory?
Okay, so there was an expedition gone out because everybody wanted a piece of Antarctica at one point or another for like scientific research. But then, why would you need to go there with scientific research when you got a ship carrying loads of planes on it, like military grade planes and battleships and everything?
So there was a plane that did that,
and a regiment of like 200,000 men or whatever.
To Antarctica?
To Antarctica.
Who did this?
The Nazis. But that's because the Nazis were crazy, though.
Dude. Like, was it anthropologists who study culture to bury shit so that they could dig it up on camera, and then like pretend like the Nazis were in the Bible. It's fucking ridiculous.
The Nazis were in the Bible, though. Depends which Bible you're reading, though. You reading the Bible or Das Bible?
No, it's mine Bible.
Das ist the Bible. Das ist the Bible.
It depends which Bible you're reading. Are you reading the Bible or are you reading Mein Kampf?
Both the Bibles in my book. Oof, don't say that again.
Yeah. That's why you're not allowed to read.
Exactly. I really wish I knew the difference.
I can't remember what I was gonna say. Oh,
we're talking about U-boats.
Conspiracy. Yeah. Okay. So Hitler on a U-boat.
So after the end of World War II.
After 9/11.
You know, after the end of the war in Europe, right?
Mm-hmm.
Two U-boats like rock up on this on the shore in Argentina. I can't remember the exact place. And like there's eyewitnesses, like quite a few, describing somebody who looks exactly like Hitler. But this is eye can witnesses.
Yeah,
Like
I don't
from,
know if I believe
but
that.
but like from remembering stuff from like 5 years ago though. But there were U-boats that arrived in Argentina, Nazi U-boats that arrived in Argentina after the World War. That could just be filled with like Nazi officers. Doesn't have to be filled with Hitler himself.
Why did the Nazis favor Argentina so much?
It's probably just, I don't know actually. Maybe because former Spanish colony, they were sort of friends with Spain.
Because of the Spanish Revolution?
And because they were both fascists at the time. You know?
Yeah, with General Franco.
Yeah. I don't know where they fade to Argentina. It's just far away, I suppose.
Yeah, that's true.
You don't want to be
it's kind of one of those places,
being the centerpiece of Europe for the longest time. You kind of want to get away.
Yeah, I mean, what's it like? It's one of those places where people go to escape crimes, and because there's so many places in Argentina where you can just, I think, just not get prosecuted. Like
It's just
people
empty space. There's a lot of empty wilderness though.
Yeah, like
I'm told it's a
Patagonia.
beautiful country though.
I know. I really want to go.
I just need to know Spanish.
Yeah.
I need to learn Spanish before I go, of course. Or at least like
Yeah.
enough to read where I need to go.
I can. We could probably deduce a little bit of Spanish and French.
From French?
But we could.
I
Yeah,
would rather
there's
just learn
actually-
Spanish.
Yeah. But I can understand like greetings and stuff. But no, I don't.
It's
really know
it's
Spanish.
very hard because German is not the same linguistic language as French. So
Yeah.
it's
What's
a
the
bit
what do they call the root of German again? German again?
I think it's
It's
Latin.
not a. No, but it's not a romantic language. It's a
Germanic language.
no.
Like
there's
English
like
is
a-
a Germanic language technically.
It is, hey.
So that's
Like
why
a
it's
lot of
it's
English.
very common. So I say, what is it? That is sorry. It is water. Es ist
Das ist
Wasser.
Wasser.
Es
Das
ist Wasser.
yeah. Es ist Wasser, yeah.
It's just like putting some T's and some Z's in some weird places, and then you call it a day.
Yeah.
That's what. It's like difficult to spell, but like that's fine. But to like speak it phonetically,
You got good spelling.
to speak it phonetically, it's not bad.
Yeah.
I hate the
Oh.
questions in Duolingo where it says spell this. I'm like, fuck, I can say this if you want. I can see it as well. I'm not gonna spell this shit for you. Because now I have to write.
Do you remember what they said in the guidance counselor map said that if you can speak German as a foreign student, you can get a full-time scholarship there?
Yeah, I know. It didn't. What's his name?
A tongue?
Yeah, didn't he go there?
He's in the U.S. right now, but I told him about that, and he's very keen now because he actually speaks really
Yeah, I
good
know.
German.
I know. He got like one of the highest
High
grades in
achievement,
German.
Yeah. And he's such a pro, dude. I really appreciate the way he took German, and he's so.
Like a certain idol of mine. The way he took Germany.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying like he's very interested in the culture and everything like himself, and it's very cool. I think you would like Germany. It's very nice. I've been there.
Like go to Germany. Yeah, I wouldn't mind.
Yeah. I think I've been there. I can't remember how many times I've been there. Maybe 3? Yeah, I've been there 3 times now.
I haven't been there once.
It's a very beautiful country, especially in the south. They have like a lot of nice,
Oh, the
like, cute
Bavaria.
towns. Yeah, Bavaria is pretty. Bro, you didn't. Oh, you did. Never mind. Okay.
What?
Just getting all the way down, like building the last 2 layers, is gonna be really annoying.
Yeah, I did.
Because I had to like basically excavate all the way across.
Just don't bother.
Nah, that's fine. I'll do it.
Just build to a certain like there's a certain level that there has to be at though,
Yeah, I know.
which is 64 if you have the coordinates up.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I'm doing the 64 at one right now. But there's one more that you built on your side as well, so I figure I'll do that. Dude, what do you think about moon landing conspiracy theories?
That is so stupid.
I really don't.
No, because my favorite thing about that is like every time you bring that up, every time anybody bring that up, just go to like the thing that like they put mirrors on the moon to show, and then the Russians just like, yeah, we're not denying that you didn't go to the moon. We're not idiots.
Yeah. Because you can see it from Earth, right?
No. You shoot a laser out to the moon, and then it reflects back, telling you that there's a mirror on the moon.
Yeah.
Placed there by humans.
Yeah.
It's so fucking idiotic that people still believe it was a fucking filming by Kubrick or some shit like that.
Yeah, but okay, what I was going to talk about is it's actually an amazing theory about why Stanley Kubrick directed it and how his admission to it is in the movie The Shining. Have you seen The Shining?
Yes.
All right.
I think I might have heard the theory, but yeah, go on, please.
No, but it's actually kind of like insane. Like it's really insanely good. So, in the book, okay, the book runs really different. And actually, I kind of want you to read the book or like read the audiobook or get some,
get the audiobook.
Yeah, do you want? Can you?
Yeah, I can.
All right, cool. I think you enjoy it. It's a really good book. It's so cinematic, but the thing is,
it's
the actual
cinematic.
Event, dude, it is the way he describes.
You said the book is cinematic.
The way he describes things is so vivid. Like you just can't help but thinking this is gonna make an amazing movie, like the entire time. But the turn of events. The turn of events. Okay, I'll just say some of the smaller ones because if you're gonna read the book, then I won't say like some of the really strange ones that are different in the book and movie. But
dude, the movie where he's like kissing like the weird moldy woman.
Oh yeah, that's in the book as well. It's gross. Yeah, he was like been sitting in the bathtub for like 15 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, fucking gross. But okay, like some small things. In the movie, in the book, the haunted room is 2.
Yeah. It's a different number.
Yeah, in the movie, it's 237. Why? Because the moon and the Earth are 237,000 kilometers apart. Okay. And then you have like
no, please stop.
No.
No. It's because in the hotel that they filmed in, there's no real number called 237, which is probably why they changed it.
Really?
Yeah, in the actual hotel, there's no room called 237. I think it ends at 236 maybe.
But then the other thing is like that there's like a ton of actual like moon landing memorabilia that the kid wears in the movie.
No, but like the mirrors on the moon make it so that they had to actually go to the moon in the first place. That makes no.
Yeah, do you know what the other thing is? The pictures taken on the moon, right?
Yes.
All of the shadows in the pictures are parallel, which means that if you were to replicate that, you couldn't have a single light source. The only way you could have it is with lasers. And to actually buy the amount of lasers to light one of those pictures in 1969 would have cost more than actually flying to the moon.
Yeah.
It's just an amazing fact. I love that.
It would have cost more to
buy the
fake
lasers
it.
to replicate that picture. Yeah. Oh, I'm done. I'm done on my side.
Cool. Now do the other one.
I just want to build into the water because I don't like. Or do you want the water to go inside? Nah, I don't like it.
So the moon landings, dude. I don't get why people.
I don't understand that theory, dude. It's just dumb.
But I do like the stupid coincidences of people like putting this number and this number and this number. Kubrick means it.
I do love that theory because it's very like tailored to someone who.
It might not be his admission. It just might be that he likes space because he did make 2001: A Space Odyssey.
Yeah, no, I know, but it's just that like I love that it's so specific to someone who read the book, was like disappointed by some of the changes, and then was just like, no, there's only one reason he's doing this.
He made moon landings.
Dude, the theory also includes that he killed someone. He killed someone to hide the truth.
He killed someone to hide the truth.
It's
Oh, by the way,
fucking-
the theory that
crazy.
Hitler didn't die goes on to say like that the body doubles didn't know that they were gonna get killed, so the woman was poisoned, and the guy was just like pretending to be like Hitler as well, and then one of the higher ranking officers who knew about the plan, of course, because there's very few people in his bunker with him, right? It's like other high ranking officials, and so one of them shot him, like the leader of the Gestapo shot him. Because he knew about it, and so it's like that simulates that he shot himself, and why that body had a bullet hole instead of like Hitler shooting himself. It said that body had a bullet hole because the leader of the Gestapo shot him before.
Huh? Okay.
It's stupid. Like like they said, like Hitler's body double was in the bunker.
Yeah.
Without Hitler ever being in the bunker. Hitler and Eva Braun already left before this. They made it out.
Oh.
And like when they got confirmation that Hitler was out of the bunker,
Then
they shot the body double.
Oh, I see. I don't know. That doesn't make sense to me.
Doesn't make sense
This
either.
theory doesn't make sense. I don't.
Doesn't make sense,
I don't really.
Lucas. But guess what?
It makes me sad that there are people who believe these entire lives, though. It's pretty sad.
Okay, but one of the funnier ones that I've been getting into is the Jeffrey Epstein one. Well, very recent.
Yeah, dude, that's pretty fucked up. That's a conspiracy theory in itself. Like, even the truth is a conspiracy theory.
Because like I'm one of them who believe that he obviously didn't kill himself. He obviously didn't kill himself.
I think he killed himself.
Why
but
would
I
he
think
kill
how
himself?
he killed him.
Why would he kill himself?
Because he has,
Why would there would be so much of a cover up?
No, I think he killed himself, but I think it's a miracle that he got away with killing himself.
No.
You see all the stuff that happened around his suicide?
He quote unquote killed himself. Twice.
Why don't you think he...
Okay. The circumstances of the tape, the guard, and everything happening twice in a row, and then everything with the tapes about everything. If you look at the stuff,
Yeah, I understand
if you look
that,
at the stuff
And
after
that's
what happened
why I think
after
he was
the
paying these... He was paying these people.
No, people paid them off,
Yeah. So
and
that
somebody
they would...
came in and killed him.
I think he killed himself.
No.
Well, who would have killed him?
He has, dude. There's been rumors about him working for the intelligence agency, getting dirt off of people because he owned an island where celebrities went and did no things.
Yeah, actually, I can understand why someone might have killed him, but I still don't think someone killed him. I think he killed himself. Because not necessarily because, like, for the right reasons, but the same thing. He's protecting information.
No, why would he kill himself, dude? Why would he get himself arrested if he knew he was going to give up the information in the first place? If it was like, I don't want to give up this information, I'm arrested. It's like he would kill himself
When did he
before he
get...
got
But he didn't get arrested on purpose. Oh, I see. You're saying that he would have...
needs to get arrested
He would
on
have killed
purpose.
himself. I see what you're saying. So who do you think killed him?
Fucking people who he knew too much. He was working for there's rumors of him working for the intelligence agencies. Getting
Like who?
NSA, CIA.
Jeez. I haven't heard these. That's pretty intense. That's a pretty intense theory.
What about the JFK assassination? Did he
it
kill
says Fardeen
himself?
says it says... That would have been intense, bro. How did he get away with it?
Dude, why did JFK survive his assassination? But what is it? It's great. That is always fun.
That's an interesting... There's some crazy theories about that one.
Well, like second shooter.
Second shooter, but
Lee Harvey Oswald was set up by somebody else.
the fucking Fardeen told me about this crazy theory about how the U.S. government was electroshock therapy brainwashing. Yeah, that Lee Harvey Oswald
Yeah.
was a Russian spy or something, and that, or no, sorry, it wasn't something. It was something like that, and that the CIA had recently learned how to. Whoa! If you put sand, if you place sand in running water, the sand breaks.
Sand.
That
Put
that
sand in running water.
that basically Lee Harvey Oswald was part of a government like electroshock therapy and what's that thing, like memory remover program.
Memory
It's just a
remover.
crazy
You
theory.
mean Men in Black? They let you go, choo, and then you
Yeah,
just blank.
exactly. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like you all to look here, please.
Choo.
Knock your
Okay.
punk ass down.
NYPD. You know what that stands for? Knock your punk ass down.
That's a great line, dude.
I wonder if it was ad-libbed or in the script.
No, totally in the script. That's just too good to be ad-lib.
No, but it feels somewhat of what he might say in this time. Because he wasn't always so confident as an actor, Will Smith. If you see him in like the earlier seasons of Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, he's very like out of his element. You can tell. He's very coddled up. He came
Just
into his
feeling the
own
outside
later
of us.
on.
Just feeling the outside here with sand.
Sand castles in the sand.
Yeah. Alright, summarize why you like redheads so much.
Oh, Red Hood. Oh shit. We on conspiracy theories, dude. We can't come back from there.
Okay. Well,
Why is the Earth flat, Lucas? I know you believe it.
I don't believe it. Did you see the thing about Mad Mike?
Oh, the fucking Evil Knievel, trying to kill himself. You know.
No, he wasn't trying to kill himself. But you know what I was thinking is there's probably a conspiracy theory amongst flat earthers that the government killed him so that they could cover up the information. I was thinking it the other day. I was like, damn, they probably think that's what happened.
Like he saw the truth and got shot down.
Yeah, exactly. I love it. Or that he was getting too close, so they had to like stop him from finding out and telling the world.
Yeah, that's what I said. He knew he found the truth and got shot down.
I love it. I'm sure that there are flat earthers somewhere, like on some flat earth forum. There's like a gazillion people who are like, I knew it.
Do you know those people that say
Government
like there was a thing that I watched earlier today where it's just like, you know, if you get a camera and you zoom in, you can see a ship on the horizon that you couldn't see before, and it's like, yeah, that's because of flat Earth. People said, yeah, right. It's because our eyes can't see it. And then you just think for a minute and you're like, why can't I see Kilimanjaro from my house? And it's just like, what do you mean? Yeah, but like, it's so stupid.
Or as it's accurately put by our classmates, the upside down. Yeah, I didn't think.
Dude, you know when why doesn't when the world spins, why doesn't east become west? Guys, just listen for me. You know how the world spins, right? Why does the east become west? That was a legitimate argument we had in school.
Oh my god.
Like, why isn't the compass
I forgot that was an argument. I forgot that.
like a
Why
fixed
doesn't east
point
become
around
west?
in our space?
That's fucking. That's spicy.
It was the most infuriating thing. I broke down into tears because I just couldn't handle it. I couldn't handle the stupidity. I was broken. They
It was
broke
funny, though.
me.
It was a great way to spend, dude. It's not like we ever did.
It was Form 1 day. It was
anything
Form 1.
better in geography.
It was Form 1 day.
Mama got smacked. My sister got waxed. Did you want to miss the shopping? That was the best thing that ever happened in Geo.
It gets wider and deeper.
Also, that time I had that fight with Mina. Deeper. Wider.
Wider.
Oh, that man's a perv.
Oh, dude, that man is great though. He's probably, but like the best thing
Forgot
is
about
like
that.
coming up to what is it,
I do
Francis?
like.
Coming to France at a chemistry lesson.
Whenever I
Right?
see him, I was like, look at.
Yeah, but my favorite thing though is coming up to Francis on a chemistry lesson and saying, "Hey,
Hmm?
you got Geo next, right? Yeah. Sharpie, right? Yeah. Have fun." And then I laugh off as I'm going off to like a free or some shit like that. Or I don't know. It's just he's
Yeah.
so funny. I'm so. You happy that we only had him for like
Francis
a year? Just the sadness that comes from learning that you have a geography lesson.
Kalime?
And Miss
I don't know.
Dude, Mr. Abu though. Mr. Abu. He was good.
Dude, that was easily the most. I love Mr. Abu.
He was such a fucking.
Time I ever enjoyed Geo in my life. He is hell, but he's just such a happy man.
Yeah.
You know?
I've never seen anybody more happy than him. Quote, I don't believe there's anybody happier than Mr. Abu.
I know, I love it. He's so great.
Is that what is it? I think he has a child at where my dad works, right? And it's just like, yeah, every time I meet him, it's just fucking, he's too nice. He's so
Okay.
happy. He's just
Yeah.
just my dad likes him so much because he's just so kind. He's just a nice guy.
Yeah, he's just a. That's great.
I don't think there's anybody
That's great.
I've ever met.
Yeah, he really is. And he always remembers everyone's names. So. Who?
If he is Superman, he could be Superman. He has the good morals to become Superman.
Hello?
Lucas, can you not hear me? Lucas? Are you bullshitting me?
I can.
You're bullshitting
Our
me.
call
aren't
is
you?
extremely delayed.
Are you now? Is it really delayed?
You hear me?
Please, Lucas, stop this if you're actually bullshitting me. Lucas? I don't know if you're bullshitting me now. Lucas.
The party and coming.
Alright. Oh, fuck. I'm nearly done this side. Oh, the end is in sight. It's so fucking massive compared to this. Look at this little piddly little thing. You ain't got shit upon this. Damn, bruh. Ain't got shit. Hold on. I'm just checking if Lucas is joining the party, of course. Which is why going back and forth over that stupid fucking face eyebrow shit. Isn't that right? I agree. Lucas. He's not here and is not joining. I don't know what to think about conspiracy theories, man. On one hand, they're funny and stupid. On the other hand, they're a bit too stupid. And when things get crazily stupid, you know you're in for like a bad theory. But when like events line up, then everything's just right. With the JFK assassination, yeah, it was a guy conveniently just, it was Jack Ruby just killing Lee Harvey Oswald to like cover up a loose end. Because if you think about it for a minute, was it JFK wanted to pretty much dismantle the CIA and NSA, like just remove pretty much all the power that they've accumulated from like the 40s to the 60s, all that spy intelligence and stuff. He wanted to pretty much neuter them, and they weren't having that. They just got this power. They're not gonna fucking lose it, and so they're just like, probably need to deal with this fucking JFK character. He's not really, you know. He's not gonna help us. He's not in for the cause. And like that, it sort of echoes what Snowden did in 2013. With like the release of everything in 2013, which was fucking crazy. I was 11, and I remember it. I remember seeing that on TV. Edward Snowden. Fucking crazy, dude. Weird time. Weird time we live in. Checking if he's joining. Oh, he's joining at least. Hey, Lucas. So, hold on. I went.
I thought I'd hear you talking.
Oh, hey, Lucas.
I know. I thought I'd hear you talking.
Oh yeah, I was. You just I just checked just before you joined, saying, "Oh yeah, he's joining," and so I just made it a bit quiet.
Oh, okay, cool.
What is it? I was on JFK assassination, of course, right? We were on the JFK assassination with the Lee Harvey Oswald thing. And do you know why there was a reason why they think it's a conspiracy theory?
Yeah.
So JFK at this point in time was dismantling the CIA and NSA.
Yeah. I do know this.
Like
he was about to like
them.
Give away a ton of their information and take away their power.
Yeah.
And so the CIA supposedly set up to kill him, which is fucking crazy if they did.
But like, if you think about it, all their power and stuff comes from like information. So if you just give it away, they got nothing.
Yeah.
Which is But like the power is also dangerous. Like
he was just giving away their information.
Like Snowden. Let's think about Snowden. Very recently, 2013, right? He did the journalist thing, and like gave it to the because
WikiLeaks.
he saw that.
But that was
no, not WikiLeaks. He gave it to journalists.
Oh, okay, yeah.
WikiLeaks something different. He gave it to journalists.
What's that guy's name?
Edward Snowden.
No, the guy who made WikiLeaks, Julian.
Assange.
Yeah, Julian Assange. Yeah. Okay.
And like the whole of America spying on everyone. That was funny. Dude,
have you seen his documentary? That documentary called Snowden? Not the movie, the documentary.
No.
It's basically the journalist who who met him there in a hotel explains like exactly like how it happens, and but no, it's like she films the exact like giving over of information, and it's amazing. Like he's so paranoid, it's terrifying.
But like speaking of people, remember when we were talking about people wanting to go to like South America to get away? He wanted to go to South America. Russia. He got stuck in Russia. Yeah, no, he got
Russia.
No, he got stuck in Russia because they took his visa. They took his passport away. He wasn't allowed to travel, so he ended up stuck in Russia. He wanted to go to Argentina.
He wanted. That's what I'm saying, man. It's some lawless country out there.
Some lawless country.
In the book I was reading, in the book I'm reading, or I would just finish today, The Secret History. These people committed crime and they want to go to Argentina to escape from the police.
Dude, Argentina's the way.
But in the end, they don't.
Lucas, when I kill you, I'm gonna go to Argentina. I mean,
bro, you do realize if it was committed crime because of this stream, it's exactly where they're gonna look for it.
I don't know. I'll be in the pyramids. They won't find me.
Yeah. What do you think? Yeah,
I've thought of an interesting thing that like was it the Obama administration made surveillance even worse.
Why?
This is coming from Snowden himself talking about this, because like after 9/11, of course, everybody's paranoid and everything. Ooh. And they're just like making a lot of like laws, just like, yeah, protect us, whatever. Don't care. There's no intent on like surveilling somebody. Just survey everyone. Don't have like a target or any reason to like question or survey them, right? Just survey anyone.
Mm.
But with Obama, what is it? He comes in, he's a new person. The people already working for the CIA already just not already. Sorry. They've been done this before with the Bush administration, right?
Yeah.
So they know what's happening. They're just briefing this guy, and they're telling him, if you don't do this, this, and this, and this, it will crumble. And so they just got a new guy who doesn't know anything really about spy thing. He was interested in domestic affairs as a president. He was not interested in the international like espionage or whatever. And you just tell him, oh yeah, if you do this, we'll keep the world safe. And so that's how it got worse under the Obama administration, because he wasn't there to help create the rules in the first place. He was just getting told by what he believed to be professionals.
How it was going to work.
What he believed to be professionals
who
knew what they were doing.
And they manipulated him?
Yeah, in a way. You would think that they manipulated. And they've done this with multiple presidents. They gave the speech to multiple presidents. Because they don't... Because was it the NSA and CIA are more like... They don't get like elected, per se. They don't... Like the government doesn't... sorry, not the government. The people doesn't like choose them. And so they're more permanent than the president. And
Which is kind of scary.
So they technically, if you think about it, have more power than any one single president.
Yeah, but over a long period of time, there's not, to our understanding, that many.
What do you mean? You can kill a president?
According to, a crazy conspiracy theorist, who I wouldn't, buy a sandwich from.
Oh, dude, you don't know what he puts in the sandwich. He wears a tinfoil hat. What do you think he covers a sandwich with?
Same greasy tinfoil hat?
No. Cling film. But you can't really recycle that very well. I know. He's a maniac.
You know what I love? In in Men in Black 2, like they meet that crazy conspiracy theorist, and like he gets all of his dreams come true told to him, and then they wipe his memory.
Oh.
It's so sad, but it's so funny. Do you remember that? Like he's a crazy.
Is that Men in Black 2 or was that Men in Black 3?
Men in Black 2.
Okay, where was this?
Like they go up to, he's like living with his mom in his mom's attic, and
Oh, he
they
has all
like
the Men in Black
basically.
videos, right?
Yeah, exactly. He has all these crazy alien videos. It's about the princess, remember?
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
the princess of something something. And yeah, he has all those Men in Black videos, and so they use him like to actually do their research because he knows more than they do. And then they have to wipe his memory afterwards after explaining to him that like everything he's been working on for his entire life is true. And he's such a bum. It's so sad though. It just makes you wonder though, like if that kind of technology existed, how much we might know and never know.
Dude, if that technology existed, how long do you think it will take for it to get into China's hands, and then everybody just forgets anything bad China's ever done? But like this,
If that technology existed, we wouldn't even probably know about China.
where's
Like
that
we'd probably
place?
all just be
What is
part
that
of.
place to the east? Womb. That's fine. Man.
No, but like,
So
no,
you,
but
you just
like,
like ask somebody who's of like Chinese descent to say, so where you from? I'm from. Wait.
no, but like, as in that they probably like we probably wouldn't know so many bad things or like think so many bad things.
Yeah, I
about
know.
the
That's what I
Chinese
mean. It's like
government.
the most propagandist nation in the world at the moment, except for maybe North Korea.
Yeah, not a fan.
Anything to do with
What scares me
propaganda.
is their social credit system. Do you know about it?
Their social what? Sorry.
Do you know? But do you know their social credit system?
Oh, where like you get what's it? You
Social
buy
credit
things?
system.
Is it like certain things you can have if you're a
So,
good citizen?
but basically, yeah, exactly. But right now, it's actually been implemented in China now. That basically
Well, like
the
due to
government is
some sort of
monitoring you constantly. If you litter,
yeah.
they restrict your travel is restricted. Where you can buy tickets to, like, spend time doing good deeds in order to redeem your helping people like carry out their garbage, like
But that means that they're always
you know, like
watching you.
recycling and like doing this stuff every second. Yeah, dude, everywhere. And they get people's neighbors to report on them and things. It's just terrifying.
Imagine like
That's
like you're not friends with your neighbor, and they just said, "Yeah, he dumped about 12 billion pieces of plastic in the Yangtze River."
Yeah. Also, did you know, like, China last year decided that they're no longer going to take rubbish from the U.S. Like
Yep.
they were,
Yep.
when you recycled stuff, went to China, and now they decided they're not taking anymore.
Yep.
So most of the
because
most of the
most
stuff
plastic
you-
just
you
ended up,
take-
and then like China's just like, "I will not be the world's garbage."
yeah, and then what happens is all
all
of
got
the stuff is
stockpiled
just getting
in
burnt
Congo.
now. And now they're just burning it. But no, but they won't even take it. They won't even ship it overseas. They just burn it now.
I know, but
in,
like a lot of it,
places
a lot
like
of
the
it is
US
also
and
like
Canada.
stuck in Hong Kong because Hong Kong's not really part of China. It's semi-autonomous technically, and so a lot of the plastic's just stuck in crates, shipping crates in Hong Kong.
Did you know that so they like, because it didn't seem like such a terrible thing, because it's like, I mean, obviously it's a bad thing, but what makes it even worse is the fact that like they conducted like sociology experiments, right? And people when they think that what they're doing is being recycled, actually waste a lot more. So what that means is everyone thinks their stuff is getting recycled, everyone's using more, and in reality it's actually like the worst possible scenario.
But like, it's fine if people are actually recycling instead of not really recycling. If you think about
What do
it,
you mean by that?
like people waste more because they think that that thing is going to get used to create something else, which is probably why they make them. They're not making something. That'd be fine if they were actually using that stuff to recreate stuff again, like recycling glass and things like that. But it's super difficult to do shit like this. Because you can only recycle
Yeah.
something a certain amount of times. Plastic, though, you can recycle a long time. But you
Except
need to
for
make sure it's the
glass.
right plastic, though. You can't have any different kind of
Yeah.
plastics mixing, or else the entire thing is fucked up.
No, glass is infinitely recyclable though. But it becomes brown after a while.
Who gives two
The
shits?
colors mix and things. I know. I'm just like metal you can only recycle twice. The second one is way worse than the first.
Yeah, but that's just to like strengthen the actual electrostatic bonds between it. And how
Paper
a
doesn't
metal
go down so well.
You know what's funny though?
But
was it?
it's kind of a
You can,
good
you
thing
know what you can
because,
tell. You know what you can
like,
tell. You know what you can tell.
e-books have totally replaced paper books, especially in the UK and in the US.
Do you know? You know
No
what's
one
funny?
reads on books.
So
Yeah?
in the ponds, there was the people dump a lot of litter, right? And you can tell.
Sewage pond near where you live.
Yeah, the sewage ponds where I live. That people dump a lot of fucking litter. It's real fucking annoying because it's where I walk dogs, right? But you can tell
Yeah.
what if they're dumping like books, if it's recycled paper or not, because it doesn't get eaten by it doesn't get eaten
Interesting.
by like the insects.
Termites.
Yeah, they won't eat it if it's recycled paper. But if it's pure single-use paper, they eat it.
Oh, that's interesting. You know what's crazy? In my first house when we first moved to Botswana, we had a deck of Uno cards and we left it in a cupboard, and it was with also like some of our original passports and like birth certificates and that kind of shit.
I can already see what this is about.
And yeah, basically we had termites in the foundation of our building. But the crazy thing was, like, it happened because someone went to fetch the Uno deck one day. I think it was me. I went to fetch the Uno deck one day, and I just pulled it, and it was just half a deck. And then half the deck had been eaten, and half the deck was still there. Like, so from the one side, when I grabbed it, I was like, oh, cool, I can play Uno. And then when I pulled it out, it was just half gone. It was so funny. But then we realized that, like, all of these original documents had been completely destroyed.
And then but the house is breaking, everything was breaking, the world is on fire.
Yeah, it's actually one of the main reasons we left the house, because the termite situation was so bad.
When was this?
We moved here. We lived in like.
Oh, was this your first house?
Yeah, till like 2009 or something. 2009, yeah, I think.
Alright. Yeah, you've only had 3 houses in this place at least.
Oh.
Hey, same
No,
actually. For the you had 4.
This is my 4th house.
Is it really?
Yeah, because it was that place near Northside, and then our second place near Thornhill, and then our 3rd place near Middle Star, and then this is our 4th place near Riverwalk.
All right, so it was an intermediate place. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is my 3rd house that I've ever lived in.
Really?
I've lived in the same. I've lived in the same square 200 meters.
Oh, sorry.
My entire life.
Your entire life. Yeah. That's the kicker.
That's,
I forgot that you shifted Thornhill houses.
Yeah, I moved all of 5 houses down the road.
Yeah.
For no reason.
Well, there are some people that live in the same house their entire lives.
Yeah.
It's still a luxury.
From house.
Can you imagine not leaving your hometown? Like, ever?
Like,
Fucking crazy.
I've already left it, of course.
Yeah.
Because the second I was born, I got shipped over to the UK to see the relatives, of course.
Yeah. Huh. How old were you when you did that?
About. I know. It was my grandparents came out when I was born, and then afterwards when I was like 8
Both
months.
of them. The same time they both came out?
No. Just my nan and my grandpa.
No, I'm sorry. I'm just joking. All right. Yeah. Okay. Okay. And then you went to visit the other set.
Yeah, and then we went to the Big Uck.
The Big Uck to visit.
To see the rest.
The
and
other
then the following
the
year
rest of
there was a wedding, and then I went there as well.
Oh, okay. Nice.
And then I think
Yeah,
the
weddings
next,
are good.
and I think the next time I went, I was 4.
Do you believe in the idea of marriage?
Lucas, if you're asking me to propose, I'm gonna say no. You have to propose first, bitch.
No, I'm saying like, do you believe like do you think that marriage is something that works?
Well, you need to have it for some legal documents.
Thanks for clarifying your statement.
I know, but you can just.
Do you?
But like nowadays,
Like, do
you
you
can
think it's
get
something
like
you
a
personally
legal
support?
partnership or whatever, and then you
Yeah.
get the same.
Do you think
sort
it's
of
something you
things.
personally support? Like, is that if you were in a long-term relationship, would you want to get married to your partner?
Marriage is just sort of like, can't be really bothered to find anything else. You're doing fine. We're doing fine. Might as well. We could get better lives for each other, or whatever, because of the marriage benefits. And also, you don't get weird looks in different cultures. I'm looking at you, Arabia.
Yeah. And do you think that like, so you don't believe there's like anything sacred about it?
Oh, what do you mean? What do you mean? What's sacred about marriage?
Well, that like, I don't know, it's like a special kind of bond.
Mazel tov? Isn't that what marriage is? Mazel tov. As you break glass.
I don't know, in Hebrew?
Yeah, you break glass and you shout mazel tov.
Yeah. Oh, how's your side going?
I'm nearly done.
Awesome shit, dude. You gonna come help me with mine?
Yeah. Dude, that's how it works.
Cool.
I build 2.5 sides, you build 1.5.
Fuck, I wish you were so right.
Just know that I
watched,
also
when-
built 2.5 of the 2.5 of the 2.5.
What?
I don't know what I'm saying. Shut up, Luke.
Dude, you know what I hate? Is there's
You.
light breaking through again. And I hate that light. It just somehow makes it through.
Yeah, I know. I've
It
been,
makes
I've been looking at it
really
too.
trash.
It's not like it's
Like, from the
it's not
inside,
any
it just-
different to any other space. It just breaks through in that one spot.
I don't get it at all. It's totally a
Dude,
Minecraft problem.
that's a faulty sand right there.
Yeah. Damn.
Damn. But...
All right, tell me about Red Hood. Unless you want to keep talking about conspiracy theories.
Oh, okay. Okay. So, Red Hood. Former Robin. Jason
Okay.
Todd, who was the second Robin. So when Jason
Okay.
Todd was first introduced, he was literally a complete rip-off of Dick Grayson.
Mhm.
Not a good sign, right? Not a good sign. You don't want to be a copycat,
Yeah, I hate
of
the
course.
sentence rip off of Dick. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Shut the fuck.
Never a good sign when she rips off of Dick. Anyway, yeah.
So fans were very hesitant to actually like him because, of course, he's just like a rip-off of one of their favorite characters, right?
Mm.
And so, like, yada yada. Some weird story about meeting Ayatollah Khomeini in Iran. The Joker meets Ayatollah Khomeini in Iran, right? As you do.
What? When was this?
This is
Like,
80s
when
Batman.
was it written? Do you know?
80s Batman.
But that was a '79 crisis.
Yeah. Do the maths. Like in 80s. I'm not saying 1980. I'm saying 80s. Like late 80s, because he was introduced in 86, I believe. Like the fans really didn't like Jason Todd, and so there was a comic, right, where that the Joker became the ambassador to the United States the Iranian ambassador of the United States.
The Joker.
The Joker. Please feel free to look this up. It's a fucking weird comic.
What was like the name of the series, you know?
I don't know. Just like Batman something.
Thanks.
It's so fucking dumb. So, Jason Todd during this time is trying to find his birth mother. So they actually retconned Jason Todd, because before, when he was first introduced, his parents both died in a high wire act, exactly like Dick Grayson, exact copycat, right? Very unoriginal origin story. But instead, they changed it to him stealing the tires off of the Batmobile. So like he just happened to steal the tires off the Batmobile, and then Bruce Wayne's just like, I want this kid. He's good. He stole my wheels. The only reason I caught him is because he wanted to get another one. He stole one wheel, then he came back, and then Batman was there waiting for him, and he wanted to get a second wheel.
Okay.
And so he took him in, trained him, of course, became Robin. So then they're in the Middle East searching for. So he's in the Middle East searching for his long lost mother, because they got separated for some strange reason. And like he tracked down like 3 possible people that all happen to be aid workers working in Ethiopia, and 2 of them are in the Middle East. So they go to the Middle East, but lo and behold, they find that the Joker's there, right? They're building stuff or whatever. Yeah. He's trying to sell a nuke. Of course, right?
I gotta love the Joker, man.
You gotta love the Joker. You just want to sell nukes. And then this fails, right? But like he's also the 2 people in the Middle East. They weren't actually his mother, yada yada yada, whatnot. So they go to the last place, which is in Ethiopia, where the woman is actually Jason Todd's mother. But the Joker's now there for some strange reason. Because he's wants aid workers or something like that. I can't really remember. He's there for something. He's trying to sell medical supplies or some other thing, because money's cheap or whatever. Money's cheap. He's strapped for cash at the moment.
Money's tight.
Money's tight. Yeah. I'm trying to think about the rest of it now. And then finds out that the woman, the Jason Todd's mother, is actually illegally selling stuff on the side, because she has to pay for something or whatever, right? She doesn't want to, but she has to, right? It's one of those things. And then the Joker is about to so it ties her up, and like puts a bomb on her or whatever. And
whatever.
And no, hold on. Sends some a crate away with like weapons or whatever, a truck full of weapons, and like maybe it's the nuke. I don't know. I can't remember. But just a truck full of weapons. Batman takes out his bat helicopter, his mini bat helicopter, right? Because he's traveling. He only has a small one. And he's like, sorry, Robin, I can't take you with me. And it's just like, okay, bye, Batman. And he's like, don't get into any trouble. But then after Batman goes away to stop the truck that's being sent off, Robin sees that his newfound mother, who he confronted before, of course, is now tied up because she got into wrongdoings with the Joker, right? But he doesn't know this, right? He doesn't know. He's just tying up some random aid worker. And so he comes up and he's like, yada, I'm Savior. Don't worry, I'm Robin. And then she tricks him into getting into a tent or whatever. And then the Joker comes out and nearly beats him near to death while Jason Todd's mother watches, right? But she doesn't really care that much.
She doesn't know that it's her son.
No, she knows.
She knows. Why didn't she
knows.
care?
I don't know. They haven't seen each other ever since they were born. Ever since he was born. So they're not really. They don't have the connection, right?
Okay.
And then so then Batman comes back, right? And finds that oh, no. Sorry, I lied. So they now Robin is beaten near to death. Of course, face all bloody, whatever. He's in a room with his mother now, with a bomb in the room.
Mm-hmm.
And then that's the last page of the issue. And then the next page is a page saying, if you phone this number, you can decide Robin's fate, if he lives or dies.
Well,
And there's a lot of controversy between this because there's a claim that somebody was it spam called the phone to make Robin die. Like people really.
So it
didn't
was like a
him.
poll.
Yeah, it was like a poll. So you get to choose if he lives or dies, right?
Okay. I thought it was like a choose your own adventure. I wasn't sure
No.
if you'd get both or just one.
No, it's like a
Okay.
poll. So you phone this number, yada yada yada, wins or loses, right? And then people, so of course the thing came back like, yeah, Robin dies. So he comes back, yeah, mother's dead, well, yada yada yada. Then years later, I think this is like in early 2000s, right? People are just like, there's some weird events happening in the comic book universe. And something, I think it's a Crisis on Infinite Earths. So somebody called Superboy Prime, so this is the Prime Superboy, right? Punches reality and brings back Jason Todd.
Oh, I've read this before.
Back to life.
Yeah.
He brings him back to life. And then he's roaming the streets, and then people just like notice him, right? He's like, wait, that's Jason Todd. And then he gets picked up by the League of Assassins.
Oh, nice.
So Talia al Ghul picks him up because, and she knows that this is Jason Todd because, you know, she's a big Batman fan. Wants to get that bat dick, if you know what I mean.
You're so subtle. What do you mean? If you know what I mean? If I didn't, I'd be fucking in the ground.
But Jason Todd wasn't. So he clawed himself out of his own grave, and because he had dirt on his nails and he was wearing a suit. So he clawed himself out of his own grave, right? And he found himself in the League of Assassins with Talia al Ghul. So they got a bunch of people on him, right, to see if he's okay. He's unresponsive to anything except for like somebody attacks him, he takes him down and goes back into like a sort of standing up, but like sort of slouched. But then when Talia al Ghul comes up, because they're unconvinced that this guy isn't actually like alive, it could just be like muscle memory. She attacks him, and they're just like nothing. Doesn't hit women, doesn't hit Talia, right? And it's like explain that.
The moral of the story is don't hit women.
So like he doesn't.
Oh, you finished your sign?
Yep. He doesn't hit her. And then they're like, okay, but he's still unresponsive. Nothing's happening. Nothing's changing, right? And so, Ra's al Ghul is just like, hey,
yeah.
I know you just want to get back at Batman to get his bat sperm. Please leave it, Talia. He won't love you for this. And then he's like, fuck you. And then goes into the Lazarus pit. You know the Lazarus pit?
Yeah.
Do you know it? Or do you not? Because it's not on the films.
I mean, I know it from the Bible. Okay,
Lazarus pit. So, like, they don't know if it brings people back from the dead, but it can prolong someone's life. So, puts Jason Todd into the Lazarus pit. He comes back. He starts to remember himself as a thing. He sets out into the world with like a backpack and things to go discover himself or whatnot. He then discovers himself. Yeah. Talia gives him
looks like a Pokemon trainer.
Yeah, Talia gives him some teachers, which he then kills because they were doing, I don't know, child slavery and whatnot. You know, the usual stuff. And
Okay.
then,
Interesting.
and then he goes there. Then he becomes this person. Oh no. He then buys the advanced was it tech research thing? You know, the thing with all the Batman toys. He buys that sector of Wayne Tech.
Where Lucius Fox works?
Yeah, he buys that sector of Wayne Tech. So now, because he has access to all the League of Assassins funds, so he spends like $655 billion on buying.
So he wants to get back at Batman?
Yeah,